Welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. This show is brought to you by Aces Bail Bond, Yasmin Khan, Quick Response 24/7, Easy Payment 203-257-6228. Ramirez Spanish Restaurant specializing in seafood y churrasco. Spark City Smoke and Vape Shop located at 815 Lafayette Boulevard in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Evolution Sports Bar and Cafe located at 1279 North Avenue in Bridgeport. Bridgeport Auto Glass, 1227 Barnum Avenue in Bridgeport, Connecticut. Visit www.bridgeportautoglassshop.com. And finally, Moran Insurance Agencies, protecting your future. Call 203-864-6232 or visit www.moraninsuranceenagencies.com. Let's go. We're turning up tonight. Edwin Escobar in the house. What? You know what? I feel like, since you produce music, I'm about to spit. Here we go. Yo, check it. My music video. Yo, what's up? Listen, man, welcome to Super Elite Entertainment. I'm your host, Jason Rodriguez. Really excited to be broadcasting from right here in the amazing, beautiful city of Bridgeport, Connecticut, you guys. I'm excited tonight. I don't know about you, man. I know there's a lot of snow out there. I know there's a lot of you that are locked in, shut in. Your car is covered in a ton of snow. I know my car was covered in a ton of snow. And for me to get here tonight, I had to dig that baby out. I had to fire up the snow blower. I had to pull out 3 different shovels because every shovel I used, I kept breaking. And then I ran over one of my shovels by mistake after I pulled out my car. But hey, thank be to God that we are here tonight. We're broadcasting from our amazing studio in downtown Bridgeport. And I'm really excited, as you can tell by the music playing in the background, for our guest tonight, Mr. The Director. He's known as The Director, Mr. Edwin Escobar. He is here in the studio. My good friend Esco, man, who produces amazing music videos, also short films, all right? And all his work is available on his website, which he's going to tell us all about. All his work is also available on Prime, all right? So if you're one of those Prime customers, you can go on there right now tonight after we get done with the show, and you are able to watch his short films, which are amazing, and we're going to touch on all that tonight. But I want to give a big shout out to all of you who are listening to us on our podcast, whether it's Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Radio. Big shout out to all you guys that are listening tonight. Without you tuning in, without your support, we would not be able to do what we do on a weekly basis. Also, I want to give a big shout out to all of you essential workers who have been out there working extremely hard. Almost a year into this pandemic, you guys are out there showing up to work first, second, and third shift and putting in that work so that we can have the essentials we need in our lives. Again, you guys, if you're watching, I'm going to kindly ask you to please click that share button and share this live broadcast into your timeline. All right, upload the link, send it to somebody that's in your messenger friend list. Upload the link and text it to somebody. All right, we got some Bridgeport heads here in the house tonight. I'm from Bridgeport, born and raised. Father Panic, P.T. Barnum, East Main Street, the East Side is in the house. But also we have Edwin Escobar, the director, who's also from the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. A very, very impressive Colombiano. Yes, he looks white. I'm just going to let you know right now, but he's Colombian. He's Colombian, and his level of professionalism, the level of content that this brother produces is insane. If you watch music videos, whether it's hip hop, bachata, Latin music, whether it's country, whatever the case may be, he has his hands in everything, and he produces amazing music videos as well as short films. So we're going to talk about all that tonight. But what I want to do is I want to do something really different, really quick, guys. Really quick. I'm going to ask you for your undivided attention. From right here in the city of Bridgeport, John Gomes, who works for this city, reached out to me and he sent me a link and he asked me to become a part of a GoFundMe that has been generated by John Gomes for an amazing, beautiful 7-year-old. I believe he's 7 years old. Yep, 7-year-old David. 7-year-old David is recovering from a stroke, you guys. He's in the hospital right now. David is a 7-year-old second grader from Columbus School here in Bridgeport. He suffered a stroke and was hospitalized with bleeding in the brain. He was diagnosed with positive for COVID-19. So there's a GoFundMe that has been generated, and the funds received, as it states here on the screen right now, the money is going to go towards purchasing toys to deliver to him once he gets released from the hospital and gets home. But the money is not only going to go towards toys. I'm just going to let you know right now, it's not only going to be for toys, but also the money is going to go towards his medical bills. The money is going to go towards helping little David recover from the stroke that he had. All right, so right now the information is on the screen. Give to help David recover. Go on to GoFundMe.me/F8746693. If you plug in that code, you'll be able to go directly to the GoFundMe page and you'll be able to give towards the cause. I mean, listen, we're all trying to put our money in together so that we can make a difference in David's life and also in the life of his mother and father. They have a long road of recovery. There's a lot of medical expenses. He's going to need nurses' aid assistance. He's going to need a whole bunch of medical care and services provided to him. So we're asking you, as I'm reaching out to you on my platform, to please give to help David recover. All right, you guys. So when you get an opportunity after the show, please go onto that page and give to help David recover, guys. All right, keep that in mind. With that said, I just lost my breath. I spoke so much within the last 3 minutes. All right, I'm going to take a quick commercial break, but when I come back, I have no other than Mr. the Director, Edwin Escobar, here with me on what I call the hot seat. Here we go, you guys. Lo fuimo. We'll be right back momentarily. Don't go anywhere.
Are you in good hands? In the Moran Insurance Agency, we are here to protect your future.
Come on, guys, join me. Let me show you around. It's all about protecting what's important to you. The Moran agencies are here to protect your future. We are here to build a wall of protection around you and your family.
From your auto and life and retirement, the Moran Insurance Agency has you back. To protect your family from mayhem, please visit us at moraninsuranceenagencies.com
Or give us a call at 203-864-6232.
Esco, you know how to dance?
Slightly.
You know how to dance?
Depends.
All right, here we go. Let me see. Hey, hey,
Hey,
hey, hey,
hey, hey, hey.
You know all about
hey.
music, so you know how to move.
Yeah, you gotta move a little bit.
Hold on.
Might not do that, but.
All right,
Believe it or
guys,
not.
so listen, welcome back to Live with Jason Rodriguez. Again, I'm here in the studio in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. As you just seen, I have the director himself, Mr. Edwin Escobar, here on the hot seat. I'm really excited, man, to have him here in the studio with me because I've been following him for quite some time, and I've been watching his work. I know his level of expertise, his level of professionalism, the amount of content he produces, and there's no other man that's doing it like Edwin Escobar right here in the state of Connecticut, producing amazing music videos, which I'm going to be showing you tonight. So without further ado, I present to you guys Mr. Edwin Escobar, my
Man,
brother.
Thank you for having me, man. This is great.
Definitely, man. So excited to have you here.
Absolutely excited to be here, man.
How you feeling?
I feel great. I'm ready.
I thought you was going to give up on me when the storm came.
Oh,
man.
nah. I texted you earlier. I was like, man, I'm mobile. I'm digged out. I'm ready.
Excellent.
Couldn't turn this down, man.
All right, man. So as I already told you guys that's watching, I said Edwin looks white, right? Looks like a white guy. Looks like a white boy, right? But he's Colombian, all right? Born in Colombia.
Yes.
Came to Connecticut
Yep.
at a young age.
Yep. 96. I was 11.
11 years old,
Yep.
and you made Bridgeport, Connecticut your home ever since.
Yeah,
and you
we're here.
still live right
Still
here.
here, still paying them high taxes. Yeah, we're here.
You know what? And I got to respect that. And the reason why I say I respect the fact that you still living here in Bridgeport is because your quality of work, the service you provide, the level of content that you produce, 1, 2, 3,000 music videos, all the artists you have worked with, from big to small, even the short films, your work is on Prime, Amazon Prime.
Yes.
But yet, you're humble enough to remain right here in the city of Bridgeport when you could be living in New York, when you can be up in LA, Hollywood, Vegas, doing, things out
Right.
there. You kept it right here homegrown. Why is that, Edwin?
Well, I mean, it's not just being humble. I mean, there's circumstances that you make choices depending on where you are, what you're going to be willing to compromise with, and where you see yourself and the responsibilities you take as you continue to do and do what you love and pursue the craft. So, I mean, it's not just being humble, it's just circumstance. And the fact that, I know Bridgeport, and I do have about, 60% of my clientele, 60 to 70% of my clientele is here. And it's home at the end of the day. One thing that I did learn during the pandemic, not being able to travel, was there's things you miss about home when you get away for a week or 2 or a month.
Mm-hmm.
And you work on all these different networks and all these different places, different markets. But you do realize that home has its perks, and it does make us who we are. It's kind of like boot camp to me.
Absolutely. And you know what? I need to ask you this question, man, because you are one of those guests on the show who have been everywhere. And what I mean by everywhere is that you have been on major platforms out there, especially in the music industry, whether it's BET, I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but you've been exposed to a lot of big platforms out there.
Yeah.
You've been in amazing studios. So I just got to ask the question, man, does my studio fall under those categories? I mean, am I okay?
Absolutely. It felt like walking to 106 and Park when I went with Jimmy O. Shout out to Jimmy O. When he took me to 106 and Park for the BT back room. It feels just like that.
Oh,
but
man.
the level of preparedness, I mean, most of you guys only see this end of it, right?
Uh-huh.
But when you walk in, it feels like the place to be. So,
Awesome.
and then you can tell you spend time curating your equipment, making sure you have everything. And you're a one-man band, so you had to make sure you had everything, right? So, man, it's as good as any place.
Oh, thank you,
Believe
man.
me.
I appreciate it. I just had to ask. I just had to ask the question, man, because you are one of those who've been out there,
Yeah.
and you've been exposed to all those big networks. And I'm just a little small-time dude in the city of Bridgeport, man, and to hear that from you is appreciative and honorable.
Absolutely. It's a nice, welcoming, warm place, but it's professional.
Thank you.
I've done a lot of different things. I'm not above anything, but this feels great.
Thank you, man. No, I appreciate that. And this is my baby.
And I look good, so
You do. You're on that big screen right there.
I know.
And with Steve, right?
Yeah, it's my man Steve.
Yeah, your
Blue
man
in
Steve
the
is
back.
right here in the audience.
Yes, yes.
And Steve is actually going to be in one of the short film clips that we're going to show momentarily.
Right, Inverted.
Inverted. So, but yeah, man, listen, man. So, so much going on. My first question to you is: you work with so many artists, whether big or small. How the heck do you balance it, man? I mean, because you're out there recording, you're out there filming,
Right.
producing, directing, editing. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
How do you manage all of that?
I mean, I kind of separate each project, and I do set a schedule. I mean, my bookings go up weeks ahead, and that's a result of me wanting to control every aspect of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I do work. I work in a lot of different full budget when I come in as one department, whether it's direction, camera operation as a DP, sometimes just grip, sometimes just sound. But most of my work that I do, about 98% of the work that I do is from A to Z, from creating treatment to meeting up, making sure that locations are taken care of, filming it, editing it. So each project takes a different mental space for me, and I just kind of schedule that, and I live in a project at a time. And then so I try to make it work as much as possible and still communicate with all the clients that I have on one time. But the balance really comes in timing, scheduling, and discipline. Yeah.
Discipline is really important. And another thing that I like about you that I find really impressive is that, first of all, you work with high-tech equipment. All of your work, I believe, is done on red.
Yeah, for the
Right.
last 5 years, it's all been shot on red. Yeah.
Shot on red. For you to know how to operate these cameras and to know how to do all this editing and all of this producing that you do, you need a certain level of intelligence, because it's not easy to figure out like the shutter speed and the different contrasts of colors and background. And then not only that, but you're setting the scene for all the videos that you produce.
Right.
I'm sure that takes a lot of work. So, I mean, when I look at you, coming from where you come from, what impresses me the most about Edwin Escobar is that you're self-taught.
Right.
You learned this all on your own. How?
I mean, I think it was again, trying to find my place in this country, trying to find my identity in this place, my passion, trying to see things as an immigrant too, which we get a little different, a bird's eye view of where we are, the opportunities, and just explore every media and every aspect you can of your life to find things that you at least love as a passion, and hopefully turn into something that pays the bills at some point, right? Going back to red, I mean, if I would have bought a red, if I would have had the chance or the money to buy a red firsthand, I probably would have got really frustrated with it. So it's just a build up, different equipment, you find the ceiling, you find that you're creatively, you want more out of equipment, and like the back of your hand, you graduate to the next piece. So that's how I found myself investing in that camera. It's actually intuitive. It's digital cinema. It's not as complicated as operating a older model Ari, which you have to change the footage, the stock. There's a lot more involved, and you definitely need a DP. You have to. It's not more than one person. But Red was designed for, the one-man band in a way. It's intuitive, but there is things you need to understand before you get there. Now, I'm not saying if you go buy one right now, you're not going to learn it. If you love the craft enough, you will push yourself to learn it. But it's a combination of dedication and yeah, you do have to be smart enough, but you do have to love what you're doing to even put the time to get frustrated and learn any piece of equipment and anything you do.
Yeah. So we look at what you produce right now, which is insane. Your level of production is pretty dope. I love the videos that you make. And I love, for example, the videos you've produced for Kali, who's a friend of mine. So we look at your production right now compared to your production when you first started. So how far has Edwin Escobar come? I mean, what was the first production like? The first video you made?
The first music video, like the first serious music video, had to be for the Hood Felons, which was friends of mine that used to record as well. And it was, I think the fundamentals were there. Lighting. I used to watch a lot of MTV, behind the scenes, making the video. The camera wasn't really anything to envy, but I knew lighting was important. It created a tone. It kind of painted a picture, if you could say that. But it was rough. It wasn't the right equipment either, but the idea was there. I think structure-wise, from creating the concept to production, the streamline is like 100% better now. It was kind of like aiming and trying and learning and making mistakes and dedicating a lot of time to one project. And now, because it is a business, each project has a timeline that I have to meet for myself and for my clients as well.
Absolutely, man. And we're going to talk some more about your life, about your career. We're going to watch some of your videos.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quick break, all right?
Let's go.
All right, you guys. So listen, for you guys that are tuning in right now, I truly appreciate your love and your support and your consistent support for tuning in each and every week. I see my good friend Giovanni Alvarez is saying dedication is the key to open many doors. Absolutely. I see Inco Lirecchio. I probably messed up his name. He might be a friend of yours, Ed, but he's saying the best.
Thank you. I appreciate that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, definitely. Justin Raleigh from Just Right Studios is watching.
My man.
Yeah, good dude right there, man. Great studio.
Great studio, great dude, humble dude. He does a lot of stuff that he don't talk about for the people too. Great guy.
Yeah, and I can't wait to get Justin here on the show, man.
Oh,
we're going to make it happen.
Yeah.
We're going to make it happen. But again, I want to acknowledge Freddie Zambrana's watching.
My man.
Yeah. Victor Salsa Hernandez is saying, Mr. Edwin Escobar, his work is fabulous. Why? I know. I was there when he taped one of Ghali's videos. Boom.
Thank
Diane
you. I appreciate it.
de Benedetto. Let me put you back on the screen while I read these. Diane Benedetto was saying, what is she? Oh, hi, guys. How you doing, Diane? Gray Parata is saying, hi and good night. What do you mean, hi and good night? You can't just say hi and then, go to bed.
El
You
pirata.
got to stick it out for the show. Giovanni Alvarez is saying, Colombia is in the house.
Let's do it. Colombia, papa.
Colombia is in the house. But yeah, a lot of people watching. Xavier Hernandez is saying, what's good, familia?
My man.
Yep, good dude right there.
Absolutely.
He was actually in that last video with Ghali.
Yes, he is. Yo, he definitely got his actor chops going.
Yeah, he does. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
does.
does.
We're going to show that video tonight. But again, you guys, we're going to take a quick commercial break. When I come back, we will continue on with our conversation with the director himself, Mr. Edwin Escobar. Lo fuimos! We'll be right back.
Are you in good hands? In the Moran Insurance Agency, we are here to protect your future.
Come on, guys, join me. Let me show you around. It's all about protecting what's important to you. The Moran agencies are here to protect your future. We are here to build a wall of protection around you and your family.
From your auto and life retirement, the Moran Insurance Agency has you back. To protect your family from mayhem, please visit us at moraninsuranceenagencies.com.
Or give us a call at 203-864-6232.
Welcome to Spark City Smoke and Vape, located at 815 Lafayette Boulevard, Bridgeport, Connecticut.
All right, you guys, and welcome back to Live with Jason Rodriguez. Again, I'm here in the studio in the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. I'm going to ask you guys to please share this live broadcast into your timeline so that other people can jump in and be a part of what we have going on here in our studio. Tonight we have no other than the director himself, Mr. Edwin Escobar, who, well, I'll let him tell you who he is all about throughout the duration of the interview.
Right.
But Ed, how you feeling? First
I'm
part of the
feeling
show's
good.
done.
Yeah, it was swift, and I see you working over there on the boards, man.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's lovely, man. It's lovely.
Absolutely, man. So, I just want to acknowledge some of the people that's watching really quick, but somebody left something, comment on here. James Bibby is saying Edwin Escobar is the man.
My man.
Pig Latin video still doing crazy numbers.
Yeah. That was with my man's Brown Grimes. We did that video in one of my aunt's property's backyards. It was a fun video. I remember that.
Giovanni Alvarez, I like something he wrote on here where he says dedication is the key to open many doors.
It is.
And that's what you're all about. You're dedicated to your craft. And the reason why you're good at what you do is because you put in that hard work and dedication.
Right.
And now you mastered it. And now the level of service that you're providing to your clients is like no other. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I think that's really important.
Yeah, it is. Dedication and just focusing on, like you said, putting those 10,000 hours in until it becomes second nature, so you can provide. Everything else is just creative.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So what I want to do is really quick before we show our first video.
Okay.
On your website, you have a couple of things that are listed, and I'm gonna read I'm gonna read what I have on here to you.
Yeah.
And I want you to respond to what that means with a couple of quick words. Okay.
Okay,
So that
gotcha.
the viewing audience can understand what kind of services you provide.
All
First
right.
one, project management. Project management.
All right, so project management is basically just taking, the idea or concept from what you have in your mind as a creative to something that's executable, and then overseeing it throughout the whole process.
Okay. Next one, grip.
All right, grip is just essentially lighting, and a big stage or on an actual set has anything to do with electrical lighting, and something I can provide as a compartmentalized service.
Set design.
Set design is pretty much what it sounds like. Creating a set, creating everything from the furniture, communicating with grip department, so lighting works with the DP, which is the director of photography, or where things should go. But yeah, designing your set.
Okay. Cinematography, DP.
All right, so cinematography, which is one of my specialties, is basically the camera department, right, and how things should look. And that's more of the overseer through grip and set design. So cinematography will talk to design. Obviously, I'm offering these as separate or together, which I don't have to talk to anybody. I just take them all one by one. But it's pretty much the lens, the department that sees that controls the camera and how it's shot, the style, and then they talk to grip and set design and design the whole thing.
Awesome. Scheduling.
Scheduling is pretty much just putting things together so it works with timing, especially with short films. So if you have a 1 day short film and you have day shots, night shots, how to schedule it can help you turn what could be a 2-3 day shoot into a 1 day well fit schedule show.
Okay. So next one is editing.
Editing, it sounds like what it is just being able to take footage and cut it and edit. I'm real particular about that. If I don't shoot it, the quotes can be a little high because I basically have to watch it. So I do have to spend time watching the footage, unless there's an actual edit sheet. It depends, but editing is just cutting footage into a final product.
Okay, and I like the fact that you just mentioned that. So you're willing to work with artists who someone else shot their video content? And you'll do the editing part?
It depends. I will have to oversee the whole thing. That's a tricky thing because I have a formula and I'm self-taught. So I have a formula that I follow. That's why it's easy for me to do it, A to Z. When someone has footage to be edited, I try to figure out if it's going to work or not and if the quote's worth it so that they can, either take advantage of it or not. But usually that's the least popular thing that I do. That's the thing that I usually turn down if it's not going to work out.
Sound design.
Sound design is pretty much after you do a short film or a commercial. It could be part of it is music, but it's not so much scoring. It's the foley, which is doors closing, steps, little sounds, little things that bring a scene up to a place. So you design the sound around the scene.
Gotcha. And this one I found interesting. I wanted to get more clarification on this. Location sound.
So location sound is just pretty much anything you capture on, instead of looking at After Effects or, looking at a different bank of, a library of sounds like doorsteps, which you can use as part of sound design. On location sound is pretty much what you get on location. So mostly 90% of the time you're talking dialogue, right? But sometimes, if it's a particular place and you have the time, or you rather work with real live, sound that's legit and original from the place you shot, it's capturing sound at the place. Again, footsteps, doors closing, certain
Gotcha.
room tone is important when you have a lot of different mic sources and stuff. But yeah.
Gotcha. And the final one, closed captioning.
And closed captioning, and that I offer if you really want to pay me, but you can get it really, really much cheaper than what I charge. I have to do it manually, so I have to charge my time. But there's websites like I believe it's rev.com, which do it automatically. It's an algorithm, but $1 a minute, way cheaper than me. But I can do it, but I usually just send people the website. It's cheaper. It's way cheaper.
Gotcha. All right. So I just wanted to go through that list, that lineup, which is indicated on your website.
Right.
Your website, we're gonna put it up on the screen. Matter of fact, we can put it up on the screen right now for the viewing audience because I want them to be able to find you. Right there, which is Edwin Escobar Films.com. All right. If you need some quotes, you guys can go right there. They can actually email you.
Yeah, it's easier to email me, and then you can get like a price sheet, and then we can start a conversation and see what we can do if I'm the right fit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna do now. We're gonna jump into some of your work.
Okay, let's go.
So I'm debating as we're going along in the interview, and I'm thinking because you do music videos and short films.
Yeah.
So a couple of the, you know what? Let's I want to show the viewing audience some of your short films real quick. A
All
couple
right.
of quick clips.
Yeah.
The trailers, actually. The trailers
the
of the short
trailers.
films that's available on Prime.
Correct.
Where else are they available? besides
They're on Prime right now, and I mean they're available on a lot of short films, but you can only watch them if you're in the panel.
Mhm.
So they're not really public. They're on Prime. That's where they live.
Okay.
Amazon Prime.
All right. So 4 short films. Inverted.
Yeah, I have a little more than that. I have 3 originals.
Well, I'm going to show 4 clips on tonight, but I know,
All right.
yeah, you definitely have more than that. Tenet,
Tenet, yep, that's more original.
Show Love.
Show Love is a brand that I work with,
Uh-huh.
right? But it's an artist. His name is Sholi, but Show Love is his overall brand.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He's from Bridgeport, right?
Yeah, absolutely. yeah.
Actually,
but
yeah.
he was part of Middleman, he helped write Middleman, which is one of my short films.
And that's the next one that I have here,
Yeah.
called Middleman.
Correct.
All right, so I'm going to show just a quick clip of each one,
Absolutely.
so the viewing audience can become familiar with you as a film producer.
Yeah.
You know, because you don't only do videos, you also do film.
Yeah.
So here we go. You ready?
Let's go.
All right, you guys don't go anywhere. Enjoy this video. Here we go.
Please, don't shoot me.
We didn't do this. Tomorrow we're leaving for Greenfield.
No, this is exactly what they do. They've got to you. Let me see your hand. There is no Atlas Project.
Do not shoot me.
And why are they burning the bodies? Why don't they bury them?
Because it's the best known way to control the contagion, to keep the germ from spreading.
That's what we've always believed at any rate.
You'd prefer us to believe in vampires?
If they exist, yes.
There's stories being told by people who are out there.
Hello?
Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Let's play hide and seek.
I hope you're not too far.
Psalms 37:7. Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for him. Do not fret when people succeed in their ways.
Hold on, let me take this call.
You went into Mexicans for 45,000.
Do not fret when people succeed in their ways when they carry out their wicked schemes.
Now that is what you call a high-end production.
Yeah, some work, man. It was great.
No, that was awesome. That was great, great work. And I'm going to encourage the viewing audience that's watching to please go on to Prime, all right? It's available there. Either they can rent it or purchase it.
Yeah.
And they're both affordable. Either route they take, it's
Yeah,
very
yeah. It's
affordable.
not like, I mean, they're short films. They're proof of concepts, things that put through festivals. But they're, they have finality, and it's something you can enjoy.
Absolutely, man. So, congratulations on, and I love the fact that, especially the Middleman, all the scenes that took place in Bridgeport.
Oh yeah.
That's what's up. I love that.
Yeah, that was a great collaboration with Sholi from Show Love, his brand. You have to do something from home, right? And I mean, as a director and just a writer, you want to be responsible with the craft you put out, the stuff you put out, and specifically the message you leave behind and who you involve when you want to tell stories that are close to home.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So with that said, this is what we're going to do now. Now we're going to jump into some music videos.
Let's go.
All right. All produced by no other than the director himself, which is right here on the hot seat.
The hot seat.
Mr. Edwin Escobar. So a couple of videos I'm going to show have to do with Cali. Also Cali's latest video, which is Yodaria, with his brother Lito El Urbano.
Lito El Urbano, that's
El Urbano. Also, I'm going to show Mel V's
Rosa.
Rosa.
La Maravillosa.
And I love
that was a fun shoot. That was a really
and you know
fun
what? I
shoot.
love the fact that you guys shot that at my buddy Yoel's place, Evolution Sports Bar.
Oh yeah, we shot there. We shot at Just Right Studios.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was a fun day.
Yeah, so you know what? We'll start off with Rosa. How's that?
Let's go.
We'll start off with Rosa. All right, you guys. So listen, I hope you guys are enjoying yourself. I hope you're having a good time. Again, I have the director Edwin Escobar here in the studio with me. He produces music videos and also he produces short film movies. The big thing that's coming next is a major movie production. I know that's coming.
Yeah.
All right.
It's on its way.
It's on its way.
Yeah.
Make sure I get a small little clip.
Yeah.
put me in there in the background somewhere.
Oh yeah, I got you. Yes, it's happening.
All right, guys. So here we go with we're gonna go with Melfi. Let's go with Melfi.
Let's go with Rosa. Yeah,
all right. Enjoy, you guys. Turn up your volume. You're gonna like this one. Here we go.
Salute. Did you hear the rumors about this place?
What?
One night a year, people come here and they don't leave.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's what I heard.
Rosa, la maravillosa. Ustedes quieren saber de la tal Rosa.
Te digo, no se inventó. Esa mujer me usó como instrumento. Escucha bien el cuento. La única que me deja enojado y contento. Le dice Rosa, la maravillosa, la que siempre se la goza. Cuando fuma de esa cosa, yeah, yeah. Rosa, la maravillosa, la que siempre se la goza. Cuando fuma de esa cosa, yeah, yeah. Es una vampira, la competencia la cogí y la liquida. Todos se fila para que ella le baile encima. Maquillada así calada pa' que todos la vean. Y te dice lo que quiere escuchar pa' que tú le creas. Él es toqueteo, tiene bachillerato. Ella y el joseo tienen un contrato. Por más que te enamore, ella lo que quiere es dinero. Y en su casa tiene de todo pa' que no le hagan fiero. Rosa, la maravillosa, la que siempre se la goza.
My boy with the M4. Man.
Hey. Listen, man, that was pretty dope. You know, and the quality of that music video is so enriched. I'm talking about you can even see how could I say it? Even the lips, the lipstick on the girl looks so good.
Like, believe it or not, like how good son is really on how the work ethic and the artist too and what they need to take care of.
Yeah.
You
know, and Melvin's
it's always a collaboration. It's always a collaboration. That's anything you do.
But you know, I'm watching that video, I can tell you put a lot of work into it, and that's your passion.
Yeah,
and of
that's
course,
my passion.
it all comes with the collaboration of the artist.
We had a plan, and he brought everything to the table.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's always things you got to run against, things that come in, like you got to fight and not fight. I'm just saying, like there's always obstacles,
mm-hmm.
but when you really care, there's not that many to deal with. There's always gonna be an issue.
Yeah.
But instead of 10 issues, you have 1 or 2. Somebody doesn't show up. Things you can't control, right?
Mm-hmm.
But everything's on the table. You think on the spot, and problem solving is like 20% of my thing too.
Yeah. No, but great work, man. But you know, my thoughts are as I'm watching that video is, you know, what goes through your mind when you're capturing that moment?
Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
So, I guess, for me, it's like execution, right? Mm-hmm. So, what we had in mind, what we put down, what we talked about, that we got excited listening to the song, all these things, like when you accomplish it, you get this high, this like moment when you're like, okay, we did what we came here to do, mm-hmm. and it's looking really good, even just like on camera. Because you get used to working, right? You get used to putting things together. And sometimes it's just a passive thing. It's like, we got it done, great shot, next. Sometimes there's moments when it's like, ooh, like, you know, and it reminds you of the other stuff other than, you know, getting paid, which is like getting that rewarding moment of the artist be like, wow, that was a great shot. Whether it's while you're doing it, right, or while they're watching the final product. So there's all these things that come to my mind during those moments, and I know there's going to be moments that are going to hit later at the editing, you know, room.
So when you're capturing that footage, do you ever, you know, like you just said, the wow moment, do you ever say to yourself, you know, like, damn, like, this is going to be serious. This is going to be good.
Yeah, there's a lot. And I'm vocal about it anyway. Like, you just go, woo, like, this is going to be crazy. Like, yeah.
And I like the fact that I've seen pictures of you where, you know, you're doing outside scenes. Dude is driving in the car. You're in the back of a pickup truck, and I seen the one picture where it's pouring rain. You got the camera all wrapped up in plastic.
That's in LA. Yeah, that was for Angela Grano, which is an artist from the Hartford area. I'm not supposed to put my camera in the rain, but you know, this is LA in the rain. The one day that we were shooting there, and we you know, the flight was like, I think 5 hours after. You know, we had like real limited time. So, you know, I took a chance, which I shouldn't do. Now my clients are gonna hold me up to that, but because I don't shoot in the rain, I'm not doing that. You know, sometimes you gotta put a bag over it, right? But yeah, that was a special moment. I'm glad to remember these moments, because sometimes I'm like, I never want to forget people I work with.
Yeah.
Not that you would, even if it's once or twice, but yeah, that was in LA. I think I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was
how many
amazing.
videos have you produced? Let's give the viewing audience that number.
I mean, I usually, you know, backing up stuff. So I know I got a folder with like 800 something, and I got another folder with like, if I'm not mistaken, another 5 something. So 13. I'm gonna say 1300 since 2009.
Wow.
Late 2009. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. Yeah. That's awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff.
No, man, your work is proof in the pudding, brother. And
Thanks,
let's jump into another video, man. I'm feeling another video.
I'm with it.
Gali's video, which you produced, you directed. Yodaria.
That's a very personal song too, and there's we ended up shooting a little more to give it more live. But yeah, that's you know, that's a great example of, you know, Cali does you know, a lot of music, but you can't forget he's an MC and he has a lot of stuff to say. He make, you know, but he, you know, he's not like your usual pop artist, you know, where he's just making music for people to just dance and stuff, which is no wrong with that. But I think Your Idea is a really good side of him, and showcasing what he has to say, you know, when it comes to relationships and just overall life. So
absolutely, man. And you know, when that video came out about a week ago and I watched it for the first time when it dropped, I was taken back, man, because I was like, you know what? every video he makes, every song he writes, because he writes his own music, you could just see the level of progression, the way he's growing and becoming this amazing artist, especially in the reggaeton industry, man. And you helping him to get that exposure that he needs because of the service that you provide. So your level of service is impacting, and at the same time it's changing lives, because it's making people who you serve their life a little bit better, because their name is getting out there.
I just want to match their work ethic. You know, if they put a lot of work in the production and you know who they are, their brand, is only right that I match that on my job, right, which is what I do on the visual end of it. So it's usually an energy exchange, like as much work as you put in I'm always gonna put a certain amount of work. I'm being hired, and I'm always gonna beat my contract.
Absolutely.
I'm always gonna meet all the things you can't put on paper, which is just that area of being creative. And it's all communication and just putting things together under just the idea of like we put in art together, right? And a song and music that's definitely gonna touch somebody.
Yeah. Before we jump into Gali's new music video, my last question for you, for right now during this part of the show, favorite artist you've been honored to work with so far?
That's a lot. Woo, that's like hundreds on top of hundreds. I mean, I've had seasons with people, and everybody has a time, and they have different stages. Right now, I really like what I've been able to do with Showly, on his brand, and as an artist, and also as a person exchanging ideas, someone that's equally adamant about doing more for each other outside of our contractual obligations, which is always appreciated. So right now, that's pretty big. Jimmy O, my executive room, who is even not the biggest client in Texas that I have. One of those people that always extends a hand. He's outside from creating a lot of opportunities for me to make good money doing what I love. He's put me in a lot of great situations. So that's a season. I mean, traveling has been a little restricted now, so it's been a little tough, but it's hard to pick a favorite because it's seasons and moments. I love working with a lot of metal bands. Their process is different. Usually they're good people. They're not representative of what people may think. Obviously working with believe it or not, I don't work with a lot of Spanish artists as much as I do with hip hop and stuff. But it's always a great experience with that. So it's difficult. Like it's moments like at a moment you might have like a really good thing going with a certain sector or a certain artist, but like it's really tough to answer. It's really tough to answer.
So you like to work with all types of artists, whether it's Latin, hip hop, R&B,
done country,
like you just said, metal, rock,
everything,
soft rock, hard rock,
all that
good stuff.
Rock with no vocals. Shout out to Kalima, great group, amazing amazing instrumentalists. Anything. I mean, if it's music and the client is focused and they're ready to get some business done, I'm with it.
So what I want to do right now, before we jump into Gali's video, I want to let the people know that, and I encourage you, when you get a chance, you guys, go on to Edwin Escobar's, Director Escobar's YouTube channel and subscribe to his YouTube channel when you get an opportunity. Become a part of his community, become a part of his videos and his playlists and his channel, which is on YouTube, available for each and every one of you that's watching right now. Also want to encourage you, when you get some time, visit his website. All his work is available on his website, his trailers, his music videos, pretty much the whole package. All the information you need on the level of services that he provides is all right there on his website, man. So go and subscribe to his YouTube channel, subscribe to also and visit his website as soon as you have an opportunity, right? All right.
Let's get it.
So let's jump into this next video, produced and directed by Edwin Escobar, our good friend Gali from Stamford, Connecticut, who is making an impact in the reggaeton industry. All right.
Produced by Serafin. Shout out to Serafin, who's one of my unsubscribed mentors in a way. Now he knows all about his business. He knows a lot about music, the industry, and I've definitely followed up on a lot of the stuff he's shared with me, understanding marketing and everything that goes along with the industry we're in.
That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. So big shout out to Serafin.
Serafin.
All right. Where's he from?
I mean, originally Stanford,
Uh-huh.
but I think he's in Florida now.
Okay.
Yeah. He had to move out to the big leagues, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
he's probably out there in Miami chilling while we're out here in the
Making
cold.
it work.
But here we go with Gali's new hit video alongside his brother Lito El Urbano, and the song is called Yo Daria. Great song. You're gonna like this, I guarantee you. This is gonna be a big hit, and it's gonna be on all the radio stations worldwide. Enjoy, you guys.
Tú no sabes lo que yo haría. Por protegerte yo daría hasta mi vida.
Quiero ser la razón porque sonríe. Those who had your corazón were blind and didn't see it. Caíste en confusión, tristeza y depresión. I'm here to lift you up and be alguien quien confíe. We can talk whenever, so dale, ven y háblame. Quiero estar ahí por ti and be part of your happiness. Sacarte de esa soledad, trae luz a tu oscuridad. Ya no sufres más, I'm here to help you with the heaviness. No te pongas triste, always smile and keep your head up. No importa lo que dicen, there's always something that someone better. El universo se encarga for you to meet and be together. Con el tiempo you will find if it was meant to be forever. So nunca dudes, nunca pierdas la esperanza. Las bendiciones llegan cuando uno menos se lo espera. Things will happen in your life, aunque uno no lo quiera. Trust that things will change and be mejor que como era.
Y la tristeza ya deprime. Y quiero ser ya el que te pueda ya sanar. Oh, y ven, háblame ya y dime que quiero ser parte de tu felicidad. Y en verdad te quiero dar felicidad. No quiero ver más lágrimas, ya basta de llorar. No hay tiempo para más juegos ni segundos va a gastar. Y en mi corazón que no existe la maldad. Tú sabes bien, soy diferente a los demás. Lo que vale son acciones, la palabra vale nada. No me importa la distancia que yo tenga que llegar. Donde quiera que te encuentres, si a ti te voy a buscar.
Cuando te encuentres no te vas a arrepentir. Pero cuidado si me mientes porque ahí va a ser el fin. If it ever works out with us, won't nothing come between. Yo puedo ser tu king y tú puedes ser mi queen. Si nos conectamos no va a haber nada que nos separe. Nunca cojaré en vano mezcladas hasta las señales. Conectaron nuestros ojos y nos fuimos en un viaje. Cuando llegue el amor no ignores ese mensaje.
Tú no sabes lo que yo haría. Por protegerte yo daría hasta mi vida. A mí ya no me importaría lo que piense la gente, digan lo que digan. Y la tristeza ya deprime. Y quiero ser ya el que te pueda ya sanar. Oh, y ven, háblame ya y dime que quiero ser parte de tu felicidad. Tú no sabes lo que yo haría. Por protegerte yo daría hasta mi vida. A mí ya no me importaría lo que piense la gente, digan lo que digan. Lito El Urbano, Cali.
All right, you guys, and welcome back to Live with Jason Rodriguez.
Yes.
Esco, dope video.
Thank you. A lot of collaboration, a lot of work, and then just a great song at the end of the day, and a good concept.
And I love the fact that the video is centralized. The message in the video has to do with domestic violence.
Yes.
You know, especially something that's at an all-time high right now since the pandemic started, and all of us had to be at home and shut in. Domestic violence level has gone sky high.
Domestic violence, and then mental health.
Mental health as well.
We had a lot of the premise behind it was talking to a therapist. Which is a lot of people shy away from that or don't know what it might mean. But yeah, it was those two things. The song could go anywhere, but we wanted to do something different.
Absolutely.
Not the same old story.
Yeah, no, job well done. Beautiful production, man. And, you know, a lot of people that's watching us right now live on Facebook. Forget about everything else we're live on. Twitch and Periscope and the website and YouTube. But people on Facebook are being really, really interactive with us. And James Bibby is saying amazing job. And,
thank you.
know, Yodaria. Let's see who else. Kali's watching himself.
Mr. Kali.
Hey, Kali, big shout out to Kali, man. But a lot of people are just loving the video. They're loving your work.
Good.
And listen, guys, Edwin Escobar is right here in Connecticut. He's right here in Bridgeport. His work is available. His service is available. All you got to do is make that connection. Visit the website. Hit him up. Send him that email. And they can make that contact,
let's
right?
Engage and let's talk about it.
Absolutely. So what I want to do is right now is I want to put that information back up on the screen for anyone that's watching so that they can be able to find your information, EdwinEscobarFilms.com, or send you an email to get that quote and to interact and just build and you know, pick your brain.
And talk about it.
Yeah, talk about it. All right. So Ed, what I want to do right now at this point of the show is, because it's starting to wind down, I want to provide you with an opportunity to speak directly to the viewing audience. This is the time where it's just you and them. If you want to give out some encouragement, some hope, some inspiration, some words of advice, maybe some advice to some youngin who's up and coming, who's aspiring to maybe be like you one day. Right now is your opportunity to speak directly into that camera that's lit and speak your heart to them, Ed.
All right. Don't be like me. Let's start with that. No. So, I mean, you know, advice is... you got to do that with a grain of salt, right? Like, you got to take everything with a grain of salt. I would say you have to compromise in everything you do, but you have to find out what level of compromise you're going to go to, so that you can find your purpose, right? So you can find the thing that's going to make you tick, that's going to make you spend your time, because that's one thing you're not going to get back is time. You can't buy that back. I mean, with all the technology and drugs and whatever it may be out there, I mean, unless somebody got it and not telling us, you can't get time back. So you have to put your time in, find what your passion is, find out what you're going to be happy doing, and work towards it. And it might lead you to what you really meant to do anyway. But it's just finding something that's going to make you happy, that's going to make you work. And I mean, I focus on being disciplined. I focus on sticking to the plan, following my instincts. I mean, knowing who you are, what you're gonna say no to. That goes back to compromise. When opportunities arise, I know I owe me being where I'm at for the things I said no to. Believe it or not, like a lot of people will tell you say yes to everything. I don't believe that's the case. You have to know what you're going to compromise, how much time you're going to compromise, and what you're willing to give up, right? But get your 10,000 hours, master one thing at a time, at least for me. That's the thing. But just keep your eyes on the prize. I mean, I'm not too much of a motivational speaker, but don't let nobody BS you either. That's it. Don't let people BS you. Unless they're paying your rent and your bills, you have to follow your instinct and really just, again, stick to what you feel is right and what you're really going to love. And follow that.
That's what's up. And if I should say, well said, well spoken. And you know what? Big shout out to you because you did an outstanding job tonight on the show.
Thank you.
And I'm sure that a lot of people have been inspired and encouraged with your level of professionalism and all the words that you share with them tonight. Golden nuggets, man. Little nuggets that you just dropped. Someone's gonna take it and run with it, man. So
and they might do better. They might run further with that. It's all about progression too.
Absolutely. So what I want to do is at this time I want to ask you what I call the shotgun questions, really quick.
Okay.
All right. Simple questions that I ask each and every guest who come on the show. Sometimes they can be a little hard to respond to, but here we go. The first one should be easy for you, if anything.
Okay.
All right. First question is your favorite song.
My favorite song is Tupac, Unconditional Love.
Okay, perfect. Your favorite movie?
My favorite movie is Children of Men.
Children of Men. Okay. Never seen that one.
Children of Men is Clive Owen. It was directed by Alfonso Cuarón, with Emmanuel Lubezki as the cinematographer, which is one of my idols when it comes to cinematography. Long shots, amazing. Just his cinematography is key.
Excellent. All right. Favorite food?
My favorite food is Ceviche, Peruvian ceviche is like my always go-to. I can eat it no matter what. Not gonna get tired of it. But you know, callaloo and saltfish too. I don't know. It's tough. I don't know. Those two are fighting right now.
Okay. You
Yeah.
like Puerto Rican food?
I love Puerto Rican food and
Okay.
Colombian food, but
Colombian
they take the
food.
back burner because I have it. Like I have access to it so easily that is like, it's not. But like you know, like certain Jamaican and Peruvian food that you just don't. I mean, a lot of people are key to the Peruvian food now, but
Yeah.
yeah, ceviche. And you know, some callaloo and saltfish. Those
Hey.
two, those are like always goes to. I can always eat those.
Absolutely. Your favorite sport?
I don't follow sports like that. I played soccer when I was little. My favorite sports are I think I really respect. Let me see. What do I care about? I'm not gonna lie to you. I really don't follow any of those.
No?
No, I don't. I used to like soccer when I was little.
Honesty is
because
the best
I'm
policy.
Yeah.
Favorite thing you like to read?
So I've been reading Ben Sass. Maybe he's an actual Republican senator, but he's not one of the you know, extremes. He wrote a book called Them, and it's not a political book, but it's his experience as a senator, as an American, and what he thinks is wrong with why we're so divided. Ben Sass, Them. So that's what I've been reading recently.
Other than doing your work, producing videos and films, what other things you like to do?
I mean, I enjoy all my friends' company. All my circle's made of people that I've known 20 plus years. You know, watching films once in a while, watching documentaries. I mean, you know, traveling is one of my main things, right? But it's usually associated with work. But right now there's not much of that going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but traveling is like, and food. Again.
What's your favorite word you like to use? One word.
No.
Hey.
No.
Hey, that's a good word.
It saved me from a lot of stuff. Compromise. You know.
I like that. Okay. What sound or noise do you like to hear the most?
Yes.
I didn't expect that.
Confirmation.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What's the favorite place you like to visit?
I love LA. I love Los Angeles. I love California. It's just you know, I mean, not the system, you know, not the political end of it, but I love the West Coast a lot. There's something about the West Coast within America, right? That's different. I am Colombian, you know what I'm saying? So I'm not Caribbean, you know. I'm from the mountains. I'm a montañero, what they call it. No, but you know, I love to. I like obviously it's the movie. You know, it's where the movies are made, and it's like the heart of Hollywood. But the state itself and my experience there's been pretty dope. So I love visiting LA. I like Texas too. Texas is complicated. You know, Texas, from my experience, is not a bad place. But then again, like you said, I do look white. So my experience is different from people that I love. But Texas is a little tricky though. But California is a good place. Yeah.
Other than your current profession, if Edwin Escobar was able to do it all over again, what would you do?
Besides being a porn star, I think
I definitely didn't expect that one.
No, behavioral science has always intrigued me. If I had the circumstances and the dedication, psychology, like understanding how people operate has been interesting. So I say behavioral science and it's not astrology. Whoa, no, not astrology. See, that's how I ended up doing video. I can't spell. Astronomy and just anything to do with the universe. It's just a lot of math and a lot of work. It's more boring than what they show you on the History Channel, and it's not all pretty pictures. It's like math, and I'm not really good at that.
All right, final question, Mr. Porn Star. Final question: if heaven really exists,
okay,
when Edwin Escobar, the director, arrives at the pearly gates, what do you want to hear God the Great say to you when you get there?
He's gonna be like, well, is this a real green card? He's gonna be like, wait, hold on, let me check that again. Be sneaking here again. Honestly, I think what I would want to hear is, I mean, obviously everybody wants to be let in, right? Like Dio plays, right? the first thing probably would be like, yes, you're in the right place. But also, I know what I would like to hear, honestly. Congratulations with stage 1. We got another 10 other situations. So, this life might be just one thing. It's stage 1, right? Some people believe we come back, we reverse, you don't graduate. That makes sense, right? But it would be like, this isn't it. I don't think it's just that. Even if, eternity, eternity sounds, even if you're in a good place, it sounds, after like maybe 10 years, it's going to be the same all over again, right? I think hopefully it's graduating from being in one place and going from many different stages of growth, and maybe if you do come back with the ability to help and do more, or seeing things that we can't even imagine right now. So hopefully the words will be, this isn't it. There's more to it, and that probably would be a great thing to hear.
Excellent, man. Well, Ed, we have come to the conclusion of the show.
I felt nervous. I was like, am I going to be able to answer your questions? Nah, you made it very welcoming. But time flies by when things are good.
Yeah, it's funny because I invite people to the show and I'm like, it's an hour long. They're like, oh, what? What? And then they try to tell me I could do 15, 20 minutes. Dude, the hour goes by.
Yeah, it's conversation.
Yeah. But you did an outstanding job.
Man, I appreciate that.
Congratulations on your level of success. Continue doing what you're doing, because your service that you're providing to the general public and to your clients is like no other. And you're just outstanding, and I congratulate you.
I appreciate that, man, and especially coming up, from the outside. I only met you today. That's a good, clean opinion.
Yeah,
it's not influence. I don't owe you money.
No.
You don't owe me money.
Don't owe each
you
other
don't have
anything.
To. I appreciate that wholeheartedly.
Yeah, no, definitely. You're welcome, man. And my response, and my opinion of you is based on not only based on your professionalism, but it's based on your character, based on what I know about you, what I've been hearing about you, what I've discovered about you doing research, and everything that I get from other people who you have dealt with, the reports that I hear. It's always good. Everything has been good about you, man, and just continue on what you're doing. And I can't wait for Edwin Escobar Films to produce that one big mega
it's gonna happen.
It's coming.
That's a guarantee. It's gonna happen, and it's a lot of moving parts, but that's the goal. That was the goal for the short films. That's the goal of being active and sustaining what I do. But it's to tell a great story, even if it's just once.
Absolutely.
Right? That's gonna stick, and it's gonna be, even if it's just what do you call those? A cult following. A movie that doesn't do great in the beginning, but it makes history and cinematography, and it tells the story of our time and our collective mindset.
It's coming.
As people,
It's coming. It's in the oven, burning right now.
Yes. There's a lot in the oven, but that's for the next episode.
Absolutely. And by the way, you're welcome here anytime.
Oh, I appreciate that. I already feel welcome.
Yeah, no.
I brought my mattress. It's right there. It's right there.
Whenever you have something big coming up, you have an announcement to make, you're always welcome to come back here and to make it right here on this
Absolutely,
platform. Absolutely.
I feel very welcome, man. Thank you.
Definitely, man. I want to give a big shout out to all the people that's watching. VZ Beats.
VZ Beats, come on, man.
It's saying Escobar the Great.
We were just hanging the other night talking about more plans and he helped me troubleshoot a new piece of equipment that I got that I started to run my patients.
Hey, Justin Riley is saying amazing. James Bibby is saying great interview, guys.
Thank you.
Benny Gonzalez, who's a bachata pop artist, and
I haven't done a bachata video in like 8 years, bro.
And you know what? And you're the man. I can already see it. You're gonna be the one that makes Benny's first video.
Make it happen.
Yeah, we're gonna make that thing happen. But Benny Gonzalez is saying, God bless your knowledge. Much success, Escobar.
Appreciate that.
Collins, LJC Collins is saying, Freddie Sabrana, he is my friend list already. Diane Di Benedetto is saying, great show, Jason. Wanda Flores, way out there in Florida, is saying, great words of advice.
Nice.
And VC Beats is saying, nothing but wisdom.
Let's do it, baby.
You know what? But thank you, Ed, for coming down to the studio. Great honor. It's been a great privilege to be able to have you on what I call my hot seat.
Yeah, the hot seat's not too hot. It's warm. No, it's good. I appreciate just the opportunity for, anybody to come on here and show who they are, you know, on a non-scripted situation. So that's what small businesses and people that operate like us really thrive on at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You're gonna compete with service and you know how you deal with clients and your level of I guess professionalism. But at the end of the day, who you are is your biggest salesperson. So it's a big opportunity, and I appreciate that.
Thank you, brother. I truly appreciate it.
Yes.
God bless you.
Yes, yes.
And
likewise.
I'm sure that we're going to be doing other things in the near
Oh
future.
yeah, yeah, absolutely,
All
man.
right.
Now that we met, you know, there's gonna be a lot of conversation.
Absolutely, man. Homegrown, right here, Bridgeport,
Yes,
Connecticut.
Bridgeport.
Good things do come out of Bridgeport, and I've been saying that since day
They
one.
do, though.
Good things. You're a prime example. This is what I'm talking about. Good things like Edwin Escobar, who comes out of the city of Bridgeport, Connecticut. Ed, thank you very much, my brother. I truly appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks everybody for tuning in too.
Absolutely, man. And I want to give a big shout out. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to Edwin Escobar for coming down to the show. Make sure you go on to YouTube, subscribe to his YouTube channel, check out his website, you guys, when you get an opportunity. And you know, show Edwin some love, man. Show him some love. The boy is official. He's authentic. He's genuine, and what he brings to the table is like no other. And I guarantee you, with his level of success, you will be impressed with what he has to offer. Big shout out to all of you guys who tuned in tonight. I know there's a lot of followers who love Edwin Escobar who tuned in. Thank you for watching my show called Live with Jason Rodriguez. And, you know, I do this each and every Tuesday nights. At 8 p.m., I have an exclusive interview. I try to bring the best of the best here onto the hot seat. Influential people, man. People who are making a change and a difference in our community. So, by the way, if you know someone that should be featured on our show, on our hot seat, visit my website at www.supereliteentertainment.com. There's a link on there. If you send me that person's information, or if you're that person, send me that information, and in turn, I will reach out to you, and I guarantee you that we will get you or that person here in our studio on our hot seat. Again, subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram, visit our website. And with that said, I think it's about that time for us to get out of here. Ed, what you think?
Is it?
Yeah, I think it's about that time to get out of here.
By.
So how about if we just lead them with a nice dance? Hey, come on. What you know about that?
I don't move a lot. I don't move a lot.
We out, baby. We out.
I don't move a lot.
God bless you. See you next week, Tuesday night at 8 p.m. Same time, same place, same channel for another amazing interview. Take care, guys. God bless. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Take care.